Welcome, everyone. Thank you for taking the time to learn about UMBC Shady Grove and the transfer process. Before we dive in, I want to share a little bit about our peer advisory team, or PAT for short, who is featured on your screen. Our PAT team consists of current UMBC Shady Grove students who are once in your shoes, exploring their options and planning their transfer to UMBC Shady Grove. Our PAT members are student leaders on campus who are here to welcome our new students and serve as points of contacts for any questions or concerns you may have in joining the UMBC Shady Grove community. If you attend any of our events or eventually transfer to UMBC Shady Grove, you will have the opportunity to connect with them. So to kick off the information session, I want to first give a brief overview of the universities at Shady Grove and how UMBC fits within that USG community. USG is a full-service collaborative campus that hosts 9 different USM institutions, with UMBC being one of those 9. USG has food options, a gym, student services such as counseling or career and internship assistance, student organizations, and a library, just to name a few. These are all available here at USG and are shared amongst the students across the different institutions. So you could be at the library sitting next to a College Park student, or in a student organization with a Towson student. I also want to mention there are USG scholarships, which I will dive into a little bit later. I also want to mention that our undergraduate programs are set up for students who are transferring in coursework, and that is because we primarily offer the upper level coursework in our undergraduate programs here at the Shady Grove campus. And lastly, there are no repeat programs, meaning each institution offers their own specific programs here at Shady Grove. And what are those UMBC undergraduate programs? Well, we have 7 undergraduate programs: computer science, history, mechanical engineering, political science, psychology, social work, and translational life science technology, or TLST. I won't go into detail about any one particular program here, but if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. So we will next briefly talk about UMBC at Shady Grove. At UMBC Shady Grove, we have smaller class sizes with an average of about 30 to 35 students per class. With these small class sizes, you will have the opportunity to really engage with other students and your professors. The small classes give you the opportunity to ask questions, participate in conversations, and connect. I also want to mention the average age of our students is 26. I mention this because it shows that we have students joining us from various points of their educational paths, whether they've been attending part-time while working or returning to school to pursue their degrees. At this point, I also like to point out that as a student here at UMBC Shady Grove, you are a true UMBC student and are earning the same degree as our students at the Catonsville campus. So when you graduate, you will receive a diploma that says UMBC, and there's no asterisk or indication that coursework was completed at the Shady Grove location. It's a true UMBC degree. And as I mentioned earlier, students transfer to UMBC Shady Grove with a majority of their lower level courses completed. Whether you are a transfer student or a first-year student with advanced standing, it is important you review your program's prerequisite and recommended courses prior to transferring. So let's talk about preparing for transferring. We do typically recommend students earn at least 45 credits or more and earn an associate's degree prior to transferring, but an associate degree is not required to transfer. There are also specific prerequisite and recommended courses for each of our undergraduate programs. The courses are listed on our website under each program. Be sure to use these as a reference in your planning. I would also highly encourage you to meet with one of our pre-transfer advisors by registering for a virtual pre-transfer advising appointment. The link to register for an appointment is shadygrove.umBC.edu/pre-transfer. During your appointment, you can review your coursework history and develop a plan of action for transfer. You're not in this alone. As you plan for your transfer, I also encourage you to apply for UMBC's Transfer Student Alliance, or TSA. TSA is a transfer access program designed for all community college students who have completed about 12 to 35 credits, have a 3.0 GPA at the time of applying for TSA, and are intending to earn their associate's degree prior to transfer. If this sounds like you, then I encourage you to go ahead and apply to TSA. As a TSA member, while you're at the community college, you will have the opportunity to enroll in UMBC courses for a discounted price and receive a tuition fee waiver when you go to apply for admission to UMBC. If you graduate with your associate's degree and a 3.5 GPA, you are also eligible for a specific scholarship of $1,500 each year for up to 2 years of study here at UMBC. Be sure to check out our TSA website at www.umbc.edu/TSA to learn more about the application deadlines and to find the application link. Once you have planned for transfer, you will want to review the application process. I will now briefly talk about the application process for both transfer and first-year students. For more detailed information about how to apply, please check out our Common App video tutorial. For transfer students, you will first want to submit your transfer application through the Common Application, or Common App. I want to point out the application is the same for students interested in taking classes at our Catonsville or Shady Grove campus. The way that you distinguish what campus you're interested in attending is by selecting Shady Grove as your campus of interest. It's a drop-down question under the Questions tab in the Common App. After submitting your application, be sure to request your official transcripts to be sent to UMBC undergraduate admissions. You need to apply as a transfer student if you have graduated from high school and then enrolled in a post-secondary institution such as a college or university. For anyone interested in applying for a spring semester, our priority application deadline is October 15th, and our regular deadline is December 1st. For those interested in transferring into a fall semester, our priority deadline is March 1st, and our regular deadline is June 1st. These deadlines are the same each year, so they will be applicable whenever you decide to apply. We do encourage students to apply by that priority deadline, so you will receive full consideration for merit scholarships. If you have any questions about the application, please feel free to reach out to our staff here at UMBC Shady Grove. Please note, first year and transfer applicants go through different processes. If you haven't or are not planning on taking any college courses after you graduate from high school, UMBC considers you a first-year applicant. If you take even just one college course after high school graduation, such as over the summer, UMBC considers you a transfer student. So, if you are applying as a first-year student, you will first want to submit your first-year application through the Common Application. To be considered for Shady Grove, be sure to answer yes to the question, are you interested in attending UMBC at the universities at Shady Grove? Additionally, students who are eligible for Shady Grove must live off campus, graduate with some college credit or an associate's degree, and be interested in one of the 7 undergraduate programs offered at UMBC Shady Grove. You will be able to indicate that you meet these requirements by answering the questions listed in the UMBC Questions tab in your Common App. In addition to submitting your application, you will need to request an official transcript from your high school. If you have also earned college credits and are interested in those transferring to UMBC, you will need to submit those transcripts as well. If you are applying as a first-year student for a fall semester, the early action deadline is November 1st, and the regular decision deadline is February 1st. If you're interested in a spring semester, the priority deadline is October 15th, and the regular deadline is December 1st. I also want to mention financial aid and scholarship opportunities. As I mentioned, there are UMBC merit scholarships you could be eligible for. Please note, you do not need to submit anything extra to be considered for merit scholarships, just apply by that priority deadline. We also encourage you to complete your FAFSA. Our school code is 002105. There are also other scholarships you can submit an application for. Students attending an institution at Shady Grove can apply for USG scholarships each semester. The link is shadygrove.umd.edu/admissions-aid/scholarships. In addition to UMBC merit-based scholarships that you are automatically considered for by applying by the priority deadline, there's also a UMBC database for additional scholarship opportunities that you may be eligible for, and this does require an application. You can find that UMBC Scholarship Retriever database at scholarships.umbc.edu. I know we covered a good amount of information in a short amount of time, so if you have additional program-specific questions, please feel free to reach out to our program directors, and they'd be happy to assist you. I also want to include a few other resources to help you with the transfer process that you can refer to. If you'd like to review your coursework and develop a plan for transferring, I highly encourage you to register for a pre-transfer advising appointment. You can register for an appointment by visiting shadygrove.umbc.edu/pre-transfer. And if you have any questions about UMBC Shady Grove, pre-transfer advising, the application process, or just the overall transfer process, please feel free to reach out to a member of the UMBC Shady Grove team individually. You can find our staff's contact information at shadygrove.umbc.edu/staff. And if you're not sure where to start, you can always just email shadygrove@umbc.edu and someone will be in touch. Thank you for hanging out with me to learn more about UMBC Shady Grove. We encourage you to learn more about UMBC Shady Grove and the transfer process by attending our events. You can find our upcoming events listed at shadygrove.umbc.edu/visit. Thank you again, and we look forward to seeing you on campus as a UMBC Shady Grove student.